We're with Connor Clifton, who gets a second game in a row here. And how are you feeling, sir, going into this end of, I don't know, kind of a grueling stretch, right? That's preseason hockey.
Yeah, that's right. I'm feeling better each day, honestly. I had talked to Donnie early, and he was like, what do you want to play? I was like, honestly, I kind of want to get comfortable with the systems and how we play, and then kind of get in some game action. So the last two has been circled on my calendar.
So you
here we
picked
go.
those?
Yeah, I did.
That's kind of nice. I was never asked once, when do you want to play? It was always, hey, you got that half a game here. And I think one time they said, do you rather start or finish the game? I'm like, well, I'd rather start. He goes, good, you're finishing. And I'm like,
No.
oh, yeah, okay, thank you. I think
Who was that?
I think that was Lindy.
Okay.
Lindy playing his mind games back in the day. But, no, what's the summer been like? Seriously, like you signed here. Did you come in early, look for spots? Did you just get here before training camp? How did the summer all shape up?
Yeah, so when the season ended, obviously it was disappointing last year, but obviously a lot of excitement to free agency. I had a long, month and a half, 2 months to think about everything, and obviously, the week before things started to get rolling, and obviously July 1 hit, and we kind of knew Buffalo was a spot, and I couldn't be more excited to join the team. Traveled a little, but obviously I came. It was mid-August, kind of get settled. Got some great weather past month. Some good golf around here. So it's been good. Getting settled.
Where did the boys take you?
I went to Brookfield.
Yeah. Oh, it's the Kyle. Okay, yeah.
Where else? I did the Craig Byrne.
Yeah, so that's my spot. So
and then
did that one eat you alive, or
it was a skate and workout day, so I went after, and it was that 92-degree day.
Oh, no.
I honestly shot good on the front, 44. I was feeling good about myself. Didn't lose any balls, and then the back, I don't even want to tell you. The back and the fescue, it ate me alive. I was losing balls like crazy.
I can't get off like number 10 at Craigburn. It doesn't matter. Like, I've tried to load up on like food and beers, and I've tried to not do anything. I look at number 10. I'm either in the left fescue or on North Davis is the road that's on the right side, like in Mr. Jacobs' horse barn. That's literally where I'm at.
I was in his front lawn too.
Okay, good.
Two balls
gosh.
OB, feeling good about the front, and then started with that.
Well, it sounded like, as you described the process, that Buffalo was pretty high on the list. How much of that is the Granato effect?
So it was a big part of it. Obviously, I know him, and I think going into it, there's obviously history there. I loved playing for him back in 2013, so a decade ago, and he's the exact same, and it's been awesome. Obviously, his style. I mean, in the past, the Sabres have been this dynamic offensive group, and they really capitalize on mistakes of the other team, and that's exactly what I'm seeing in practice. Honestly, they get up and down the ice really well, and honestly, I've been kind of just join and play my game. And
why does Don's reputation follow him that way?
Yeah.
Like, I had an unexpected experience at the National Team Development Program headquarters this summer where I was introduced to some guys, and as soon as they recognized that I was from Buffalo, they're like, how's Donnie G? He's the best. And I'm like, this is incredible, the reputation that he has.
I think it's just his personality. Obviously, he's so easy to follow. His message, it's so clear, and you all just want to jump in together and work for him, and it's been exactly that the past month and a half.
So he hasn't changed. You said like it's been 10 years and Donnie hasn't changed. What or how have you changed in 10 years from the program to your first few years, and now being an established defenseman that was a free agent acquisition and played with Rasmus Dahlin in the last game? Like, how have you changed from when Donnie was coaching you at the program to now?
Let's see. I did 4 years of college. Obviously, maturity level. I've grown up, right? I've learned how to live. I learned this lifestyle the past couple of years, and obviously it's a long season, and you got to bring it every day. And obviously, games are most important, but you really get better in practice each day. And I mean, the past 5 years in Boston have been a process for me. Obviously, in and out of the lineup for my first 3 years. Last year was the first year I felt offensively I took a huge step, because I had Monty, harping on wanting me to make plays. Mistakes are okay. Keep trying things. And I think that was great for me last year. And, I just want to keep building on the season I had. Obviously, getting acclimated here and getting comfortable is a big part of it. But that's exactly what I want to bring. I want to be the same guy I was last year and play hard and be hard to play against.
I think for the the foundation in Boston for years through Claude Julien and through Bruce Cassidy was let's play good defensively and let's not make any mistakes, right? That was and what you're telling me is that last year Boston obviously benefited from that. Hey, let's go play 135 points, 65 wins. Like that was pretty special. Do you feel the same thing is going on here? That same approach with Donnie and the players, and mistakes are okay. We'll just have to what do they say? Outscore your mistakes. That's one of the things we use all the time.
Yeah, I felt like obviously I've been in such a structured system, and coming here, it's like offense isn't the issue here. Last year, it wasn't for them. You know, they missed playoffs by 1 year.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 point. 1 point, right? They could have easily made the run that Florida did.
Yeah.
But
would have had to have gone through you guys.
It's true. Not anymore.
Not anymore. That's right. So.
Yeah, but obviously I've heard some stories of last year and how they really harped on offense and scoring goals, and they did a great job at that. And I think this year is more about the structure, more about preventing goals, and that's ultimately I think we'll win a lot more games.
Have you heard all the nice things Rasmus Dahlin has been saying about you?
The media told me a little bit.
Okay. So what's that like? Because obviously he's the big fish here.
Yeah, he sure is. No, it's been good. Obviously, his style is so dynamic. He gets around the ice so well, and I mean, when I first started playing with him, I kind of had to read that, right? So if he's coming on my side, I'm going to take his side and play back and let him be aggressive and make plays. And obviously with the puck, he's incredible. So the more I get him the puck and him making the plays, I think we're going to benefit as a pair.
Is this different because the Sabres do that a lot, having the weak side defenseman come over, right, and kind of angle the play, and then you come back underneath. Is this different for you? Is this a new adjustment to make?
For sure. I mean, it makes a lot of sense because it surprises teams. You know, when they get the middle outlet, you want to push it to the wall, and that's where you can close and end plays. And then force turnovers, and I think that's what it's all about. It's gaining that speed, and if I end up on the left, he ends up on the right. It really doesn't matter. I've realized
a lot more skating forwards and backwards.
A lot more skating forwards, and you try to angle that to the wall, where eventually you can step or force a dump, and then we break the puck out.
Okay.
What about other like situational likelihood for this year? Are you embracing what's likely to be a penalty killing role? Can you talk us through just and even if it's not Dahlin, like some of the other partnerships that you've had at times in camp here and the familiarity you're now establishing with these guys?
Yeah, for sure. I think I talked to Marty about it. Obviously the pairs might get mixed up. I mean, it really doesn't matter who we play with, so we've been trying to get comfortable with everyone. Mm-hmm. But yeah, PK, I think I can play my style, play aggressive, end plays, block shots. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's some good power plays in this league.
Some good shooters.
Good shooters, and it's a big part of the game in today's hockey game.
You got extra padding anywhere? Like, did you have the Craig Ludwig, what was it? The foam
you
used to put
the shin pads.
The shin pads were wide. You put extra foam in there, little donuts that you protect the hips or whatnot.
I don't. I got normal. I mean, the shin pads are so good these days, but I wear the shot blockers on the skates, and they always find the way.
The plastic ones?
I wear the composite ones.
The composite one that
are glued on both sides. Okay. Both sides of each skate. But I mean, every time I get hit in the foot, it feels like it doesn't hit that padding. It just misses and hits.
No, I know that.
Marty, I'm sure you know that feeling.
Yeah. It's like I have, Hulk Hogan equipment on, and it hits the spot that doesn't have anything. Yeah. Why 73, right? 75. Why? I can't read anymore. I need glasses.
I know.
I thought maybe there was a typo. I'm like, I thought it was 75, but because 73 was another guy on
I was planning to pick up readers today for our first telecast tonight. I'll pick you up a pair while I'm there.
I actually went to the eye doctor early in the summer. Yeah. I still haven't gotten to pick up glasses or whatnot, so I need readers. But why 75?
Well, honestly, it was my first camp in Boston. I had 76. Whatever. I was on an American League deal that year, so I had 76 at camp. I went down to Providence. I was number 6. That was given to me, right? And then eventually that summer I signed my entry level, and I went into camp the next year. So my second camp, and I was 75. I'm like, okay.
They're like, you're one step closer to make the roster.
I guess so, right?
They're like, you're one step closer to getting a real number.
Exactly.
But,
okay.
And then, so I guess I got called up in November, and I played in Dallas, played a couple games that year.
Yeah.
Ended up playing in the playoffs. my family came up a bunch of times, bought jerseys, right? And then I'm number 75. If my dad and mom have a jersey, you think they're spending another $250 to buy a new number? They're not.
No.
That's amazing.
That's a great.
So how big is your family, your immediate family, and will they be here on opening night?
They will be. They will be. I have a big family. Both my parents have a bunch of siblings. And they love coming together for the Sabres games and rooting me on, so I always appreciate that and feel the love. But I guess going on, I came here, they said, oh, what do you want to pick? And I kind of thought about it. I was like, 75. I was 4 in college.
Yeah.
And then I talked to my grandma, and she had said, 75, that's you. I'm like, all right.
I love it.
Right.
Is everybody
75.
in Jersey? Is your family all in Jersey?
Majority, yeah.
Majority?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a pretty easy drive up and... You know, I mean, Boston was close, but Buffalo's not that far either.
No,
so.
6.5, easy.
Oh, yeah.
No traffic, no traffic.
Oh, I'll tell you, the New York State Thruway from Syracuse to Buffalo sometimes get a little boring, but it gets you there. It's 2 hours to Syracuse, and let's go.
Awesome. What do you expect tonight?
Good matchup, I guess. I'm assuming 2 good lineups going at it, so it should be good. I don't know who they're dressing.
Yeah. What do you take from the first preseason game, as you you said, you were just kind of working your way in here? So
honestly, it was a little ugly, but it was sloppy. Honestly, after the game, I didn't watch my shifts yet, but I just felt like I was standing around a lot. I didn't have that same jump that I'll have tonight.
Nice.
So it should be much better.
Okay, well, good. I had some notes I wanted to share, but you didn't watch your
share?
shifts
Yeah,
yet, so
I
I'm just
didn't.
going to leave it aside.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Figure preseason one's just a play and forget.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Connor, thank you so
you,
much
guys.
for swinging by, and best of luck this year.